When the Titan Lords fell, a new age of might came to Sedaria. An age defined by one simple decree. That whoever was the strongest in Sedaria, enough to slay its previous ruler, would hold dominion over the land. And so it was, for thousands of years. And so it is, yet today. Aloysius, the Mad King of Sedaria, now rules these lands. Over the last 10 years, he has spread his influence. Using cruel hobgoblins and gnolls as soldiers, the land of Sedaria quakes, torn apart by his frenzied greed for the power it holds within. For Sedaria is a lost land, a land of riches unclaimed, of legends untold, of power unseen. A beautiful, vast, and deadly land. It calls to the bold, to the clever, to the daring, to any who would dare its shores seeking adventure. It calls to Megan, the war-forged paladin. It calls to Nyx, the half-elf warlock. It calls to Nizip, the dragon-born rogue. It calls to Tig, the kobold bard. It calls to Zidane, the wood elf ranger. It calls to Trill, the Aarakocra druid. And to those it calls, Sedaria offers welcome. The wilds are not easy, and not kind, but they shall give a tale to remember. For this is the land of limitless adventure. This is the legend of the Wildlands.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Legends of the Wildlands. I'm Mr. Beast! I trapped 1,000 nerds in a Dungeons & Dragons campaign! The first one who goes without complaining about additions! The last one, rather, who goes through the whole campaign without complaining about addition changes, gets $5! And joining me today are my lovely cast and crew of players. We have Atwas.
Okay. Hear me out, new pyramid of bullshit host.
It's fucking Mr. Beast. Of course he would do a bunch of bullshit. We have Professor Moore.
Hello.
We have Queen Creeps.
Joke's on you, I can't even use dollars.
And we have Toonwolf.
Oh boy, $5!
$5 whole. They must now face the most fair challenge ever devised for level 1 players, a giant crab. From 3.5 edition.
Anything for $5.
$5, let's go! Just imagine, like, Squid Game, but the price is $5. Alright, so, last time, on what was our 50th session, we have gone quite some ways, guys. We did some exploring of Peace Promise. We wondered why the throne is even cursed. Please rewatch Cursed Throne over back at Internet Remix. And we decided to find a quest to occupy ourselves while we gathered up some more information and rumors in Peace Promise. And we discovered that Tanglewood has a representative. Office is a very strong word in Peace Promise, because they headquartered in the sewers, and it stunk down there. They were informed of a nearby den full of wargs that they used for breeding season, and learned all sorts of various unpleasant facts about wargs along the way. They have thumbs. But, afterwards, they decided to head out towards said warg den, getting into autumn, finally, as the seasons changed, and it starts getting colder than it already is, because you're adjacent to the Arctic. That's gonna be fun. Afterwards, the wargs managed to magically sniff out the group despite pass without trace, and a brutal fight began. Brutal, not towards the party necessarily, because although wargs did crazy stupid amounts of damage with critical hits, the party was very well leveled to face down the evil goblin dogs with thumbs. And we left off with them having defeated said evil goblin dogs with thumbs. Right as the battle ended, that is where we are going to resume our session.
Wee. Can I take a look at some of like the wargs and like see if I could like harvest anything of use, whether it's like meat or like teeth or claws or anything?
Yeah, sure. Appraisal check goes first. That's going to be nature.
Yes. 23.
23. Warg fangs, especially like the big front incisors, aren't quite like saber-tooth length, but they are very big and they can be harvested and ground up into some potions. They're also probably the best evidence you have in terms of like weight ratio to number of wargs that you have killed in order to give proof that you have killed the wargs and turn it in for the money.
Oh, good. Yes, good.
So, now to harvest, that is going to be nature with dexterity.
Nature. Dexterity.
Oh, yeah, you get a bunch of fangs out easily.
Yay!
A set of 13 warg fangs is now yours.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
So that's that then.
Seems like it. I don't recall the guild requiring anything else besides taking care of the wargs.
Okay. Was there anything else of interest in the den? I remember like not getting that far into it
You
during the battle
did
itself.
not get especially far into the den before you got sniffed out. I'm pretty sure, without going back to the map to check, that you're basically at the front entrance at your bottleneck hold the line position.
Okay. I mean, if the place is clear, like, would it be worth it to look around, see if there are any remains of other dead adventurers or any other such things within their den? Or
It might be. Go ahead and roll investigation.
I'd love to. All right. Survey says 17.
Okay, 17. So you look around, heading back towards like the source of a great deal of smell, and looking around, you could see some bits of like meat and bone that haven't yet been chewed through. Among them, among a bunch of filth and a very, very unclean bits of meat, straw bedding, and what were warg nesting grounds, is a little bit of treasure that has been like dragged away by wargs. You figure they don't really have need of it. They might have thumbs, but they don't have a system of commerce. But searching through, digging through various adventurer remains, you find, in coinage, 102 silver pieces, 14 gold pieces, and 1 platinum piece. A book with a very stylized drawing of some kind of aquatic creature with many tentacles behind it and a singular eye, like roughly in the center of where its head would be, that reads, A is for Aboleth. And then, like, amongst all the bodies, there is, like, a carved dark green jade statue of an owl bear, roughly the size of a halfling.
The statue is the size of a halfling?
The statue is the size of a halfling.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Aw. How heavy is it?
I'm glad we checked.
Yeah, that is a pretty heavy statue. Let me double check how heavy halflings range from to give you a general idea. Da-da-da-da-da. So halflings tend to be about 40 pounds, but they're made of fleshy bits. This is made of jade, which is a little heavier, so I'm going to say it's 60 pounds.
Oh my god. Still, probably worth dragging out of here onto the cart at the very least.
Most
Because,
assuredly.
I mean, look at it. Alright, let's heave-ho that.
All right.
And I will split up the coinage in a moment.
Cool. You get the coinage, the statue, and I'm assuming the book, because that's the only other thing there.
Yes, yes indeed.
Mhm.
Why? Because, listen, Fuela needs some reading material in common.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good for learning.
All right.
Precisely.
You drag the loot out of the depths of the warg breeding pits, finally getting to some fresh air that doesn't smell like warg in the middle of eating, mating, defecating, or all three at the same time. And get back to your cart.
Well, I mean, if that's that, I didn't believe we'd had any other business in the area, did we?
I don't believe so, but I'm also not 100% sure of.
Well, might as well start heading back. Maybe we can avoid the racist elves on this time around.
Maybe.
I just figured you'd rather go the way that's a little more windy, but not straight up a cliffside. So
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
might help a little bit.
It's a little. It's a little.
So heading back up the hills of the plateau as they get steeper and colder. You don't manage to run into any of the racist Viking elves and settle down for rest.
Cool, cool, cool. I could probably take a rest. Or a watch, rather.
That would be much appreciated.
All right.
Mm.
We got one watch. Do we have two watch, red watch, and blue watch?
I'll take Blue Watch.
All right.
I'll take second then.
Cool. Then first watch, go ahead, roll perception.
We are perceiving.
19. All right. Pretty quiet night so far. You can hear like a gentle breeze like blowing through around the camp. It doesn't like sound like hellwind or anything dangerous. It just feels like a kind of nice refreshing gust in the middle of all the cold.
Ah, it sure is night. Alright. Then I'm gonna go wake up Tig.
I can't wait to get back into the city. Alright, that'll
Alright.
be a 17 from me.
17. you you look over towards the north, and you can kind of see like the glowing of lights. They look like natural lights, but from some intense source of heat off in the horizon towards the north.
Huh. Strange. Oh, well, volcanic activity would do that, wouldn't it?
Probably.
Judging by the map. Alright. Cool. I don't think we're outfitted for proper tundra trekking, but good to know.
Alright. And then third watch.
Perspection.
Alright, 25. You also see what you're pretty sure is volcanic activity. It dies down before the morning, though.
Good to keep an eye on, at least.
Alright. Dawn arrives. It is a pretty blustery day. The wind is cold, it's very dry. There's a lot of freezing going on.
Oh boy.
Mm.
Great. Even more incentive to get back to town faster. Perfect.
Yep.
Time to get a move on.
It sure is. As I double check this one thing. That's the wrong way. There we go. Alright. You hike up more windy cliffside plateaus, finally getting back towards Peace Promise, finally getting back on one of the elevators that lifts you up the sides of the walls into the outer city, and finally getting into somewhere where there's a break from the frickin' wind. Welcome back to the city.
Yay.
Well, of all the cities I've been in, this is definitely one of the better ones.
It's pleasing for certain. Other than the fact that we have to go into the sewers to, turn in
Mm-hmm.
wolf
Yeah, that
fangs,
certainly
but
Yeah.
was
yeah.
an absolute choice, I suppose. But I guess we will go to the sewer entrance that I guess worked before.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You head back to the sewer entrance. You once again follow the arrows and signs around to get you to Tanglewood headquarters, let's call it, to be generous, in Peace Promise. And this time people are eating some lunch down here. Remarkably, the plates and the meats and veggies are very clean on the Tanglewood dishes. But Rika, who you met before, is just chowing down on mushrooms instead of anything on the plates.
Oh. Well, I guess she's not dead, so
Yeah.
like that, TM.
mm-hmm. She's built different.
Real different.
But I guess I will approach, be like, hello, sorry to interrupt your lunch.
Oh, hey!
Hey.
Mushroom?
Thank you so much for the offer. I just had a hearty hearty lunch myself before coming down here.
More for
But
me.
speaking of, yeah, more for you indeed. But I do have some news. We have taken care of the warg issue
Oh,
that has been happening.
cool. You should probably go tell headquarters about that.
Is this not headquarters?
No.
Where be headquarters?
We got a couple of places. There's one down the main central road, kind of by the coast. Then there's the one in Tumulus up north. That's probably the closest one. If you wanted to go south, I think it's Bentheroom that has the office, but I'd have to double check. I don't go south very often. Not a lot of mushrooms.
Thank you so much. I will keep that in mind.
Sorry,
and
not to interrupt guild business or anything,
Yeah.
but are you telling me you have no way of contacting your headquarters from this outpost?
We could send a letter.
Fascinating, absolutely fascinating setup you have here.
Thank
so
you.
you're allowed to give out regional jobs, but only the headquarters is allowed to reward for them. Is that
No, I'm
correct?
just allowed to tell people about regional jobs.
I see. So this is like an auxiliary branch then.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes
Gotcha.
more sense.
Yeah, what did
anyway,
you did you think this was headquarters? It's a sewers. Where would we keep the money?
people find a way for all sorts of things.
Yeah, but people wouldn't want to touch it.
I'm just like perplexed because I'm just like watching a bunch of people eat stuff down here at the same time. It's like, okay, all right, I get it. I got you. Enjoy your lunch.
Thank you.
And thank you for the information.
You're welcome.
Turn tail and leave.
Immediately about face out of the sewers.
Yeah.
Tell me, Trill, Fuelan, are all of the types who are more attuned to the natural world so eccentric, to put it kindly?
Depends on what part of nature they're attuned to, really.
Yeah, it depends on the region.
Okay. Well, okay. I guess if for turning in, we have to actually go to a headquarters, which is elsewhere. So,
Yeah.
in terms of things to do in Peace Promise,
Yeah, I forget. Did we get any other like leads as far as like jobs or
You just
information?
heard the governor is pretty cool, but you could spend another day or so hunting for rumors if you'd like.
apparently there's a sick fucking tavern in the admin district that has birds that fly through it, or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the birds.
We should go there.
All right.
I won't say no to that.
You take a walk through, get past secondary elevator and security checkpoint up towards the administration district. There's less plants and other like water features, park life here. This one is more industrial looking and more cramped in, but it's also a lot smaller in scope and scale compared to the rest of the districts, which makes the sounds of wings flapping, a lot of cooing, cawing, and other bird noises very apparent, where you look to see where they are, and there's a pretty tall building with very large open windows on the higher stories, at which you can see various kinds of birds, snowy owls mostly, fluttering in and out of, hooing, pecking at the window, flying back in. And as you head into said place, there is a rough kind of almost transparent netting hanging several stories over your heads in between you and the birds. And as you look up at them, seeing birds like perched down, some of them looking down, pecking at the netting they can't get through. There's also like a lot of straw placed on the ground, which is very different than the cobblestone that this district usually carries. And a couple of people sipping at various fruity drinks of some kind, looking upwards, pointing and whispering to each other about the birds. All of the like mugs and cups you notice have a hinge on them with a lid that you can immediately flip up to seal off said drink.
Where do I acquire one of these drinks?
You head up to the bar. There are a couple of bartenders there. One of them is incredibly pale, like ghostly white hair and face, and like almost completely white eyes with a slight slit of a grayish black pupil, who looks up, waves, and is like, hey, just here for watching, or are you here for a drink?
I'm here for if
Sorry, say that again. It's a little loud in here.
sorry, for both possible.
Oh, okay. Our special today is the Bird of Paradise. That's gonna be 2 silver.
2 silver. Sounds good. What's in it?
Mango, passion fruit, orange, guava juice, vodka.
Damn it!
Oh, wait, what's wrong, Foylan?
Alcohol. Kids.
What's wrong,
Yeah, what's wrong, Waylon?
Wait, has it stopped you before?
Is it possible to get one of those drinks without the alcohol?
Yeah, just 1 silver for a non-alcoholic then.
Yes!
There you go, Foylan. You got it.
Happily has 1 silver and hands it over.
All right.
Yeah, I'll hand over the silver for the regular one.
Okay. You hand over the silver. Immediately, some drinks start being poured, a lot of fruit juices and some vodka that quickly gets swirled up with a stylized, like, daggered bird feather. And the bartender hands over the drink. Have a nice day at the Shaking Eagles.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you!
All right. So, you sit down, observe some more birds, take some sips of the drinks if applicable. They are incredibly fruity. There's a lot of like tropical fruit flavors here that are working to offset the strong vodka taste that would otherwise be there. How is vodka in a fantasy setting? Shut up, that's how.
Listen, it's translated for our convenience, so we know what it is. All right.
Exactly.
It's booze.
Booze.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm not even a huge fan of vodka, but with the rest of the flavors in here, it's pretty good. It's pretty tasty.
Rumor time.
Rumor time.
Rumor time.
Yeah.
Rumor time.
Rumor time.
It is investigation, correct?
It's investigation to look for rumors, yes.
Alright, that is 15.
15. Cool. Alright, so the Shaking Eagles Tavern is a tourist hotspot, so even though it's very loud in here and there are a lot of birds that are very distracting, you do manage to hear some stuff. As I pull up said table and roll said stuff. One of them you hear is, so you're a historian, you study the thrones of Sedaria. What's one of the most interesting facts you've learned in your studies? Well, there's an old dwarf somewhere, you know? He served under both Queen Solm and King Tatagova. But many, 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 many years later, under Queen Harfelis, he was also spotted working in her court. I'm telling you, someone who sticks around that long, oh, there's something special about them. They don't just leave out of nowhere. They must still be in Sedaria somewhere.
Fascinating. Okay.
So that is what you hear that's useful out of a bunch of listening for rumors and hanging out in the local tavern. Drinking water if you're not getting the fruity drink, because the water's free.
Mm-hmm.
Better be.
Yeah. Water's free, and also from a glacier, so you know it's good.
Ooh.
Fresh. Crisp.
Crisp. Alright.
Because that's when Trill will get very angry. It's like, you're denying people basic needs.
Right. You can also hear a crowd gathering outside, murmuring to themselves, with occasional bits of like raucous laughter emerging from said crowd.
Oh.
You know, Nyx will go up and see what's going on there.
All right. So you head outside into the crowd, and you look at what said crowd is staring at, up on like a makeshift platform, like basically a dragged up stack of crates. There is standing a kobold in gaudy red theatrical clothing and a gilded mask covering the top half of his face. And you hear him say, "And then the lady says, 'Wrong hole!' And the crowd bursts into more raucous laughter.
Oh, Nyx tries to play along like, huh?
All right. So then, anyway, I've been wondering, with something about, life. I've been wondering a couple things about life, folks, that I wanted to run by you, lovely, lovely people. So, like, what is the difference between peanut butter and jam?
Nyx just braces themselves.
Only one's got nuts! And then the crowd laughs again at the joke.
That. What?
Yeah. And hey, you there in the back, in the poncho. Is that a mirror in your pocket? Because I can see myself in your pants. Crowd laughs again.
Blinks blankly.
It's a joke, kid. You laugh at it. Solid 2 out of 10. Which, now that I'm asking, you probably are in bed, too.
Just like, mind whispers to Swift, do you get any of this?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Oh, great. Well, They'll keep watching to
Yeah.
see if anything arises a chuckle out of them. But I will warn that they are not in a chuckle mood at the minute.
Okay. So going around this place, it's autumn, and then, I hear snow is starting to fall, and I wonder, what's the difference? Because we're in such a progressive society, what is the difference between a snowman and a snow woman? Well, that's an easy one, snowballs!
Fuck off.
Truly, Nyx has stumbled onto the funniest of all creatures, a dirty observational comic, which I mean,
Hell
it really
yeah.
doesn't get any. It doesn't get any than that.
It's the most example of society.
Okay, that one does crack a little smile because it's so stupid.
Truly the greatest.
Mhm.
All right, so I can see that some of you don't really appreciate my jokes, so I've got another one. I've got a dirty joke. You want to hear a dirty joke?
Yeah.
A white horse fell in a mud puddle.
Oh. That was good.
Maybe clean jokes though. Maybe clean jokes are more your speed. You want to hear a clean joke?
Did he get in the bath?
The white horse took a bath.
I got it! Swift, I got it!
Your parents must be so proud.
Parent.
Your parents must be so proud.
They start to warm up to it.
Yeah. But that reminds me. It reminds me a little bit of my old cousin Vincent. He thought himself kind of a ladies' man, but poor old Vincent with his big old lizard face, he just couldn't get a girlfriend. Well, it was partially the lizard face, partially he was a reptile dysfunction.
And he's lost me.
Well, the crowd's getting it.
Nyx has never really heard a comic like this, so it's those selective kind of I get it and then I don't get it.
I don't get it. And then, of course, in my travels with my cousin Vinny, my poor cousin Vinny, forever alone, no bitches, no maidens, we discovered a new type of insect. You see, most bees produce honey, but these bees, they produce milk. That's right. Boobies.
I knew that was coming.
Not for my cousin Vincent, though. He couldn't get it.
Is there any sign or anything to say who this is?
There doesn't appear to be any sign. It's just a kobold in very gaudy clothing gathering a crowd.
I'll go to whoever's closest to me and whisper, do you know who this is?
No idea. He just showed up and started performing right outside this tavern.
Oh. I mean, he's got unique material.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff you never hear in Peace Promise.
I'll send Swift back into the tavern to get Helena to see if she knows who this is.
Helena heads out, double fisting the Bird of Paradise drinks in her hands. Just squints. Clown, she says with a shrug.
Clown.
Clown.
Oh. Well, guess he's making an honest living.
I guess, but I don't see a tip jar or anything for him.
Nyx instinctively pats the pockets when he says that.
All right, your belongings appear to be in place.
Oh, phew.
So the other day, me and my cousin Vincent, who got no bitches, we thought, we'd go to a little sporting event to figure out what it would be. And there was this special type of archery. It was like a sparring combat archery. Like a whole bunch of people would get like big old stuffed targets, straw, anything that could stop an arrow, strapped to various parts of the body, go around trying to shoot each other with said arrows. I figure, well, I didn't really get it, but I saw this very beautiful woman. I believe she was a boo beekeeper, and I was like,
Oh my god.
she was all strapped up with all those targets on her. She has been around the block or two. She's played around the two. I'd go ahead and ask her, because I got game. Unlike my cousin Vincent. And I go, hey, like you've done a little dance, done a little tango around with a bunch of men shooting their shot. What would you say are your tips? And she's like, well, I got a lot of tips in me, and I put a lot of tips into other people. But what you really gotta watch out for are the back shots. And then I'm just gonna roll some things real quick. Don't mind me.
Saw that coming. Hands are still on pockets, by the way.
Fellas, we found it. We found the industry in Sideria that we are primed to take over since nobody else is doing it, and that is comedy.
Okay. That's the wrong thing to pull up, so I'm gonna do that again. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. All right. So, Tig and Nizip, in the middle of watching all these birds, hearing the raucous laughter and comedy outside, and hearing the various screeching of owls and other birds above you, you feel the sudden shift of movement behind you. Turn around, and there are men in gilded masks behind you that immediately plunge daggers into both of your shoulders.
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
The both of you take 6 damage, and then you hear a clatter, and clouds of smoke burst under your feet. And those of you who aren't in the cloud of smoke can see 4 masked gilded men running out of the tavern.
Do I see this happen?
Oh,
Yeah!
Okay,
Nick's outside just like, oh, is that the back shots?
I thought I turned this
my
fucking
God.
background noise down, but I guess it didn't set. Anyway.
I'm so
mean,
torn
fitting.
between chasing after them and checking on my friends to see if they're good.
Yeah, I don't hesitate. I immediately give chase.
I am going after.
Oh, we're all
Yeah.
here. I'll go.
Somebody's about to get a dissonant
what the
fucking
fuck?
whispers.
Yeah.
Because,
Oh yeah, which means
Yeah.
next time
no, no.
Yeah. That takes like an embarrassingly long time for Nix to realize they just got stabbed. God.
All right. It is combat time.
Yeah, because what the fuck?
Oh, look at this guy. He's so cute.
Oh, apparently I'm not as ready as I thought I was.
Oh, I just got Helena in the optimal place. Fantastic.
Oh, I cannot wait until I can use the shield to get advantage on initiative.
Mwah.
All right.
Foiled, you gotta roll initiative.
Oh, switch as well. Fuck, sorry.
Oh
It's like,
dear.
what the fuck?
I did see Anne typing, so...
Uh-oh.
Oh, hey.
Go on.
Oh,
Hey.
hell yeah. Oh, above
I was about to say, I saw Foiled at the bottom of initiative. I'm like, no, that's not right.
That doesn't seem correct.
Incorrect.
That is very incorrect.
All right. Phelan.
Yeah, we're just gonna go a little crazy immediately because hey, that's not nice. That's not fun.
Just a little.
Just a little not nice. Don't mind me as I die. I am going to gonna go target this boy. Just get a little. Try not to hit anyone by accident. I'm going to. Okay, apparently I didn't. I already used the spell slot. Okay, whatever. But I am going to use some ensnare. Can she start with ensnaring strike?
Yes.
And then I'm going to. That is the wrong thing I want to. No, that's the wrong thing I want to use. No, that is not what I want to use. Let me use the good bow.
There we go.
That's the bow.
Use the good bow.
Yeah, that's the good bow.
All right. So, as he flees, the masked assailant raises a shield, but you manage to fire past it just in time to strike dead on.
There's that damage, and there's that damage.
All right. That is a pretty solid hit to the man's shoulder blade.
Oh, goody. It is slightly entangled now. Hooray.
He's just a little bit entangled. Helena!
Well, Helena just rolls her eyes like, oh, for fuck's sake. Let's just take out this guy.
What are you going at me for?
Why do you think?
Bitch?
What? Why, bitch?
Because he's coming at him with the great sword!
Yeah, serves him right.
It doesn't matter if it serves him right. You're still coming at him with the great sword.
Well, so just so he doesn't escape, I'm gonna proc boom and weave. Just overkill this poor guy.
My God.
All right, let me roll the dice. Oh, that's gonna be bad if it hits.
1d80?
1d80? What in the fuck?
I did not click 1d80.
Oh, it
I
looks
just
like
thought it
it's
rolled
still
like that.
counted as a 1d8 because it's showing as 8 in the max. on the
That's really
dice.
funny.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
Right, great sword. Jesus Christ.
Actually, no, I think it just happened to roll an 8 somehow.
That's really funny. There we go.
Alright. Now I can apply the 8 damage.
Oh, she's got multi-attack now. Thank God. Oh, he's bleeding.
Yeah. Of course he's bleeding.
Yeah, because he's been hit with a
don't-
great sword.
Yeah, I don't know why they hit me, but sure.
Oof.
Well, that damage on him. That. Oh, my God. I'll heal
Yikes.
it back up.
Let me
That is
double check
hilarious.
boom and weave. Yeah, first I'm going to edit it down so it's not 1d80.
Yeah, sheesh. Wow,
got
I'm
the
sure
blood.
glad that our companions scale with us.
See, Nick's behind it like, Helena, that's a kobold, not a dragon.
Kill it! She can only make one attack if she uses boom and weave.
Oh, okay. God damn. Well, there we go. We just do the one attack.
Alright.
Oh, that would have been so good.
It would have been so cool.
Well, either way, he's stuck, so. So I will end my turn there.
Alright. He is going to disengage as a bonus action and move, which will trigger booming blade damage.
Okay.
So let me unprivate this roll so y'all can actually see what Booming Blade damage is.
Thank you.
4. Alright. He disengages and ducks into a nearby alleyway.
Fuck.
Alright. That is his turn. Barkat!
This Barca feeling a little hungry. This Barca feeling a little hungry.
Barkat's like, finally, something interesting's happening in the city.
Exactly.
I hate the concept of peace. I promise that I will kill it.
Peace.
Also, as you sliced at the clown, Helena, and boom, a loud explosion erupted from him as he moved. The crowd started to panic, and they are going everywhere right now.
Nice.
What can I say? Girl hates street comedians.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame her.
The backshots joke was contrived!
Barca's not hungry just yet. Gonna move over
Jokes
here.
are supposed to be funny.
Swift just gonna just like
Move.
gently, not too gently, push her to the side. Imagine just out of the way, fairy. Give me a.
Yeah. Grab Swift, move. Tosses Swift aside.
Yeah, he ain't hungry yet. We're gonna start with
You know.
Consider.
Alright.
Consider
Consider the following.
Consider the following.
Consider the following.
Alright. Does the assailant have Riz? No!
Hooray!
Oh no, what a shame. Good boy.
Alright. Yeah, he manages to find a weak spot, which is, well, that's a humanoid. Basically anywhere fleshy is a weak spot. Damage is damage.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh?
It did a still thing of freezing on me. Rip.
Uh-oh.
Well, it landed on 5 on the dice, and Barkat's dexterity modifier is 3, so 8 total damage.
Plus whatever the 2d8 would have been.
No, it was a total of
Last.
1, 2, 2 on the dice that landed on my screen.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an oof.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
well.
a big oof.
Big oof. Alright, so I'll just apply that real quick. Damage is still damage.
I need to ask you to apply end turn as well, because it is not being nice to me right now.
You got it, Carolina!
Thank you.
Oh. It is time to dodge. Absolutely not. Carolina dodges, she sees steels being drawn, is just like, nope.
No, thank you, bye.
We're gonna back up to the murder child who is long range, and yeah. Here's about good.
Alright, Megan! Trump! Jump!
Oh,
Pretty confident for a bunch of people in spin attack range!
they're within crusading distance.
Yeah. Yee, and I cannot stress this enough. Ha! Megan's going murder mode.
I'll fight
Alright.
for her.
Titan, let's go! That's a hit!
Yes.
Alright. So, from not affiliated with Canavec, so they're not going to take that 6 damage. But that is still a beefy hit. So then, oh, we got some more people to whack. This is going to be fun. Whee! Unfortunately, this one pulls up a shield and parries the spin attack away just in time. For his buddy to get hit instead.
Oh, perfect.
That's a hit, though. And that's some big, juicy damage.
Ooh.
Bang. No, get your 8 out of here. And Megan sees that it looked like the assailants were running towards a commander of some sort. So he's getting targeted too.
Perfect.
Yeah. And I'm gonna move Megan a little so that she doesn't spin attack Tig, because that would be rude.
Thank you, much appreciated.
Oh, so close to a 20. But that is Megan's turn. I'm not going to use any smites because there weren't any crits. And this leaves Tig's turn.
Cool. First off, a bonus action, and that will be if I can. Oh my god, sorry, my targeting got weird.
Uh-oh.
There we go. We'll target you, for instance. Reopen that. Actually, what I wanted to do was Draconic Crime. So
Woo!
advantage on all 4 of these idiots down here.
Let's go.
Does Tig know which one was the one that stabbed him?
Rightmost.
Oh, perfect. Excellent. Wonderful. They could use a spell, but we're in melee range, so fucking instead, yeah, they're absolutely just in flash reaction gonna smack his ass.
That'll do it. Consider that ass thoroughly
Awesome.
smacked. Max damage from that die. Let's go.
Good. And Tig is gonna bare their teeth and stand their ground because they do not want to back up in this area.
All right. Nizip.
Oh boy, here I go stabbing again. Oh, nope, that's the measurement tool.
Stabbing who? Nobody is within stabbing range. Please.
That's what you think! Betrayal!
Nizip is going farm.
Yep.
Okay.
Da 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 da
Da
da
da
da.
da 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 da.
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
Thank you, there we go. I see a man who looks specifically like he is in charge, and I don't like people who are in charge.
Do you feel in charge? All right. That is a solid hit.
Oh,
Almost a crit, but damage is damage. And let's sneak attack this bitch.
oh yeah.
Unfortunate roll.
Damage is damage.
That's sad. Well, and you know, since I didn't use my bonus action for anything else, he gets stabbed again.
Another one.
Or not.
This one, he is now aware, oh, there's a dragon stabbing me, and, like, leans to the side to dodge it.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
He speaks back in Draconic, "You're welcome to try, foul spawn," and immediately turns to try stabbing you.
Oh boy.
Alright, so, target, you. It's short sword time! Alright, so, that's a miss, but he's got multi-attack. And that is a pretty bad miss. As
I would like to see you try.
Alright, so, as the short sword goes clattering out of his hands, he instead sees there is a great sword at Megan's sheath and lunges for it. Yeah, like 2 more like reptilian claws burst out from under his cloak and grab at Megan's straight sword, trying to pull it away. Megan, however, is a strong girl, so we'll see how this goes. Strong girl. Saving throw I want. Oh, there it is. Saving throw I want.
Oof.
He has yanked Megan's greatsword right out from her pelt, from her sheath. I was about to say pelt. That is not correct. Anyway, Nyx.
Me, hi. Well, Nyx looks like they're about to follow the other kobold, then turns to see the mob behind them. Oh boy. So anyway, I started blasting. So anyways, I would start blasting if the character sheet would open. There it is.
There he goes. So anyway, you started
That's the one
blasting.
that's already been injured. Yeah.
Oh, we have advantage
Oh my
on
God,
all
they're really
4 of these guys down here, by the way.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, didn't kill him? Oh, great. Let's go, boys.
Another one.
Another one.
And another
Roll at
one.
advantage. Fish for that crit.
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
Do it again.
Crit, fish. Also hit, fish.
That too.
Yeah.
Wait, so do I roll again? Sorry.
Yeah, roll again. One normal one, because you have advantage.
Why do I have advantage? Sorry.
Draconic cry.
Draconic crime.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was BRB for a sec.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that would do it.
And this one gets him with 2 powerful blasts. The assailant falls back, breaking like some kind of long, thin rod in his pockets that bursts into a cloud of smoke over his body.
Yeah, great. And then just get into better position. I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to shimmy over here. And that'll be my turn.
Swift.
Oh, the other one. The other one is going to fly a little over here and shoot the one directly in front. Well, not directly in front. Directly in a line of sight.
Directly south.
Directly south.
You
That's
got
what I
it.
meant.
That's the
Is this an advantage or just normal?
Also advantage.
Yep. Also
Oh,
advantage till the beginning, I think, of my next turn.
Oh, you
Wait.
Swift
boy.
does a net
Swift.
20.
Fuck
Amazing.
them up.
2 whole damage. Let's go.
Let's go. I did click critical hit. I don't know why it's not doing it.
It's just not programmed to consider Swift does a critical hit.
Well, he has to make his con save still.
You got it, McGruber. Failure! He is unconscious!
Oh my god!
Fuck yeah.
That's really
Yeah.
funny.
Right in the dick. I was inspired.
Yeah. All right. Well, since friends are around too. I am going
Haha, he-
to
haha,
do
he went limp.
an entangle to try and stop movement of people in range. And unfortunately, Megan is going to be part of that, but it's just entangle, so it doesn't do damage. It just restrains and makes it like difficult.
Just
terrain.
don't move and you'll be fine.
Ugh, how the hell?
Megan fails, but one of the dragon cultists is entangled. I'm not sure which one. It's not differentiating.
It is not.
So I'm gonna say, unfortunately, the probably way it's differentiating which one is which is the dead one is entangled.
Maybe, but also, how is the lieutenant not in it?
He's not fully within the box.
Hmm.
Oh.
Well, neither is this dude in the corner.
I don't know. I don't know.
You move it to the side a bit, you can catch it.
I'll be nice, I'll have him roll.
Yeah.
Get in the box.
Get in the vines. Boo.
No.
Oh,
Well, all right. I'm gonna go back here then because I don't want to get stabbed. And then that'll be my turn.
All right. So, the dragon cultist that Tig is engaged with is going to attempt to grapple Tig. Okay, cool. The internet just decided, no, you die right now. So, I blame the Podunk Electric Company for this one, because they've been the cause the last several years of my life. Anyway, what I was saying before I was sucked into the Nether Realm is that the cultist that is fighting Tig is going to attempt to grapple Tig. So that is going to be his athletics versus athletics or acrobatics.
oh boy. All right. I am now grappled.
You are now grappled, and he can move at half speed with you or just like drag you around. So 1, 2, 3. He can drag you over there, and that's his turn.
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
All right. The one that's not adjacent to any of you is going to run and then pull out one of the long, thin rods that previously dropped and drop a smoke stick to cover his tracks.
That's nice.
Boo.
All right. He has ran off and is hidden in the fog.
Ah, shoot.
The other assailant is unconscious. Fuelen, you're back.
We back, boys. All right. Not realizing I didn't grab my sheet again. Rip and skip, as you do.
As you do.
Yeah, just game is currently paused. It says.
Huh.
There we go.
Weird.
Game is currently unpaused. It says.
It's weird that it has something so specific to say. The game is not paused!
I see big boy that's causing Megan's a problem, so I'm just going to, let's...
Yeah, because you've got Silver Spark. You don't give a shit that it's full of smoke. You can just throw things at him.
Oof.
Oh.
Or you could miss.
Screw you, extra attack. I'm gonna try that again.
Oh,
no.
no.
Is it time to roll another d4?
It's time to roll another d4.
Oh no!
What the
Please.
Bow's fine.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
This poor Bo.
Oh, this poor bow. Freeland's going to be blessing this bow and worshiping as a god because, like, you do so much. I'm so sorry.
I don't deserve you.
We're not worthy. I'm not worthy. Anyways.
All right, Helena.
Oh shoot, we're back. Okay. I'm gonna assume that if I try chasing after the kobold, I'm not gonna be able to find him.
You can actually try.
Then I will try. She's gonna run up here.
All right. You run up, look down the alleyway. You saw him duck over. There's a disheveled-looking halfling that looks like he's been pushed over in a clatter, who points off down the alleyway. He went that way!
Do you know what? I will dash down there.
All right.
Sure, he's also bleeding.
Just pushes the half.
Pushes the halfling away. I'll draw
God.
I'll draw a little rectangle to show that Helena is dashing off that way.
Thank you.
All right. You dash off down the alleyway. You are now looking onto a pretty busy, cramped street full of people in the middle of the administration district.
And I guess I don't spot him.
You don't spot him.
Okay.
Barkat.
All right. See that there was just, you know, a bit of a smoke screen right in front of it, right in front of everything. I'm gonna do what is called a pro gamer move. Considering I'm seeing Ty probably getting dragged around as though something is like, clinging onto them.
It's reasonable to assume if you're standing.
about to be thrust off the fucking edge.
Yeah, it's reasonable to assume if you're standing right there, you're pretty sure that's where the die is.
Yeah. So we're going to start with a bit of a bonk. We're not going to start with a bit of a bonk.
Oh dear.
What do you mean my... Oh. I say, what do you mean my target's 5 feet away? Nah. It's 20 feet away. Nah, I just did silly. I did a silly. I did an
Did a
oopsie.
silly.
Let's try to take a bite. Let's not take a bite.
Oh my god.
Oh my
What are
God.
these rolls?
Okay, but can I just say 2, 1, 3, 4? That's funny.
That is funny.
That is
Also,
very funny.
you pissed off a dice god today.
Apparently, I think I used up all my luck on New Year's Eve. Anyways,
Carolina.
Carolina will continue to fucking dodge because no. None of this shit. She'll dodge. She'll back up a little more. And that'll be the end of her turn.
All right. Megan hears a kerfuffle, sees Ty being, held out of the smoke screen. No. Immediately turns to this guy. She's still entangled, but guess what? She's at full health. And the Sword of Titan's Fall can shoot beams at full health.
Ooh.
Alright, so... heavily obscured, so she has disadvantage, because she also can't see shit.
But it's still normal because
All right.
he's still in
In that case, I'm taking the 19. I'm taking the 19, removing that 7 damage, but she would want to protect Tig and make Tig not dead, and thus
Thanks.
use some smites.
Mm-hmm.
Use some smites on that thing. So, divine smite, please. That's not where the divine smite is. Divine smite! Bang! There's the 7 damage. And you know what? We're gonna do another one.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Well,
Oh dear.
Alright. So that is Megan's turn. Tig!
oh boy. Okay. Okay, that's people I can see. That is an attack, and this counts as full cover, yes? The smoke?
Yes.
Okay,
I'll count it as 3 force cover, because, like, he's gotta be holding onto you, and you're technically out of the smoke.
you know what? You know what? As I move things away so I can properly target. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to make a fucking save.
You got it!
Because it's just someone who can hear. I don't have to see him.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. That
Fucking
is
run.
gonna get him. As I go do something real quick. So, there's that. And it would not make sense for him to still be carrying you if he is using his movement to run the fuck away.
Yeah, no.
So, he drops you. He's gonna move away, provoking attack of opportunity from Barkot.
Please.
Oh, does he take one from
Please.
me too? Because I'll do it.
Yep. I'll scooch him back for you.
That's better.
That's better.
better.
And also, I think Studied Shot is still up on this guy.
Oh,
hell
you're
yeah.
right. Oh, you're right.
I'm committing.
Okay.
Tiger's committing. They're fucking pissed.
Tiger's committing. Alright. Barkot gives a big bonkus. Tig gives a big old stab. And that is it for this guy as he attempts to flee. Gets, like, shanked and then his skull caved in. He is gone. This man is an ex-cultist.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Excellent. Productive.
Okay, so if I were to attack him, even though he's right next to me, I'd be at disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in that case, what we're gonna... I'm gonna step over here. Select this little old thing.
You don't gotta see a man to shoot lightning at him.
There we go.
Oh god.
Oh.
Poor Megan.
It's okay. I crave violence. Megan would never say that.
No.
Oh, would you look at that?
That'd be so
Damn!
It's a nice one.
Oh.
cool.
Oh.
Alright, so this would wake the unconscious one up. Like, oh shit! So,
Yeah, sucks to be you, guy. And, see, I'm trying to think if I've got anything else that's worthwhile to do. You know what, just to be on the safe side, since I have the bonus action, we're gonna pop my other wing, and that's my turn.
cool. All right.
The end. Oh, there it is.
There it is. All right. So, in this heavily obscured area, the cultist is going to attempt to just duck out of the fracas. I'm gonna go ahead and roll perception for Megan, because, you know, she's right next to him. It's technically possible. It's not technically possible.
You never know. Oh.
Oh.
It's not technically
Would
possible.
I also get to roll perception being right next to him?
Yes.
Come on, baby, show me good roll. That's not good roll.
That's not good, roll.
I really
I'm
want
sorry
this shield
to
be
whatever
useful
whoever
outside rest.
dice gods we've upset.
All right. A great sword flashes out of the fog and is going to swing for Tig.
Ooh.
It's normal because of wibbly wobbly. He's in the fog. You're out of it.
Woo! Okay, miss.
But that's a miss, and he's got multi-attack, so one more. That's a hit. And you have not been damaged, so his special attack does not trigger.
I have been damaged. I got damaged by the
Not this
stab to the
turn.
shoulder.
Not this turn.
Okay.
Is what I meant. Alright, so that should have gone through.
Oh my god. Whew.
It landed on 10 before, but not this time. No, no, no.
Not today, Satan.
Not today, Satan. Alright. And that's his turn. Nyx.
Yeah?
You're up.
I can't see him. What the fuck do I do?
Your best.
Get strategic. Hold some actions. I don't know.
I mean, I guess if I see Tig, like, being attacked, I could guess where he is.
Yeah, you could, like, hazard a guess and fire in that direction. It would be a disadvantage.
I'll give it a try. I've been decent. Okay, let me target. And... decent story of my life. Ooh,
Nice.
13.
Not enough.
Okay, try again.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no.
Nope. This
Alright.
is shenanigans. Swift.
Swift, meanwhile, because it can't do much there, is probably gonna go chase Elena so she doesn't run off and be a stupid.
Later, haters. Whee!
So she'll go into the alley. Does she see the halfling too?
She also sees the halfling.
Now, just because someone mentioned it, can she, like, take a closer look at this halfling?
Sure, roll perception.
Perception. Oh, she does have perception.
This halfling has a little bit, more bloodstains around him than you would expect from someone who was just pushed over.
Mm-hmm. Now, was that perception a action?
in order to take in the full, what's up with this halfling? Yes, but it's a free action to shout and say, Helena, you missed him!
There we go. That's the free action.
Woo!
She's just on the back. Motherfucker!
Trill!
Okay, before I do anything, I want to check in with everyone. Okay, so are we just gonna straight up like kill these guys, or are we trying to like save one for interrogation?
I mean, one's unconscious. We could probably leave that one.
Not anymore, he got lightning breath.
Not anymore.
Yeah, no, I zapped
did he?
him awake.
I don't know. I can't see shit. There's a fuck ton of smoke in the way.
Yeah. I mean, Helena's crippled this poor guy, so she could probably just drag him back.
I was gonna say we could just grab the diversion and put him in for.
He'd know the most
interrogation.
as well.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Trill is gonna fly up to see if there's like any sort of like other vantage points, or like maybe see if there's like shadows or something that you can see in the smoke screen, and or if he even spots like because he wouldn't know like if any of them have like run away, and like see if it's like around.
Yeah,
anyone
one
else is
has run away. He's at the far southern end of the smoke screen right now.
the far southern end, you say?
Yep.
In that case, because I don't want any of these guys getting away, I am gonna place a wind wall. To try and bar, or at least make escape a bit harder.
All right. So, the runaway assailant is holding his ground against the wind wall, but it is blowing and making sure the smoke does not spread.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and I'm gonna stay airborne just to like keep an eye on things.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
Cool. All right. So, Airborne McGee, I'm gonna go double check how can he pass through the wind wall. So, I'm going to assume it's difficult terrain, which means he is going to be slow moving through it. So he's gonna dash 2, 4, and continue to bolt away.
Asshole.
Yeah. The unconscious one is going to get up from being prone, and start running southward. Megan turns. No. Swings Sword of Titan's Fall. So, Megan, it's sword time.
No.
Oh no.
Oops. And that's about as far as he can get. And we're back up to Zidane.
Let me see if I. What to do? Good question.
The Silver Spark longbow does not have disadvantage from any source. You do not give a shit that this man is covered in fog.
I will give a bit of a shit the fact that there is a big ass fountain in front of me. That could be,
You can
just
move like
slightly.
2 steps.
Yeah, no, I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving.
We'll shoot the runner to try and stop him.
That is true. That is true. I'm going to do what's called a pro gamer move. I'm going to grab not just an arrow, but an ice arrow.
Ooh.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's go, please. That is a.
That's a hit!
Oh, that hits! Heck yeah! Normal damage. Ice damage.
Boom.
Fuck you damage.
Fuck this man damage. Fuck that guy in particular.
Fuck that guy in particular. And oh yeah, second a time. Just to hit the heels, just to really make him fall. Please. Heck yeah.
There we go, let's go. I forgot to strength saving throw for Megan to get out of the vines, so I'm gonna do that real quick.
Might be good.
The vines aren't there anymore because I used Wind Wall.
Oh, well, never mind.
Eh.
She Ironheart surged the vines away.
Anyway, that man is just slightly slower to escape. Let's go.
Cool. Helena!
So Helena hears Swift and just goes, ah! Just runs back, finds a stupid little halfling and goes, one chance to come with me. Make the right choice.
Intimidation, please.
Okay. I don't even know what intimidation she's got. She's got 0. This is gonna be fun.
Ow.
Oh, fuck!
Oh, okay!
That's funny.
He looks around, holds up one hand. Sword back in your sheath and I go with you?
Mm-hmm.
Please put it back in the sheath and I go with you?
She puts it back.
Alright,
And
he
then
holds up
grabs
his
him by the
other
scruff of his
hand.
neck. Yeah, she grabs him by the scruff of his neck and gets ready to, like, walk him back.
Okay.
Like a good little kobold.
He's not going anywhere.
Nice.
Barkat!
Ah, shame. Tiger's just barely in the way. Actually, yeah. Do I want to just do? Do I want to do shooty shoot, or do I want to go chomp chomp? You know, for the lulz, let's
Just push him.
kind of following Ty. You know, following
I
Tigers.
mean, trying to push him is an option!
That's true.
That is true. But also, this is Barkat.
Mhm.
Man doesn't exactly is known for his strength. He ain't known for his muscle. With that said, let's just go slightly bonk bonk.
Bonk.
Slightly bonk bonk.
Slightly bonk bonk, there we go.
Like I said, slightly bonk bonk. And going to take a nice big ol' bruh. I said right here.
That
why
one.
you like this? Why you like this? Anyways, gonna go chomp.
Chomp.
Nom. No nom.
No nom
Rip and
allowed.
skip.
Verboten.
Rip and skip. Alas.
Alright. Carolina.
Carolina, she'll dodge and chill right here for a little bit. Still a little frantic. There's a little smoke going on, but I don't think she's gonna move anywhere, so.
Megan. Megan is deciding between which of the two she thinks she has the better shot at. Stomp, stomp, stomp! I don't like you. Push. And let's see. Oh, he has better acrobatics, so.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god.
And he's got one more save to make to cling onto the ledge. That ain't it. Gravity is going to take hold immediately on his next turn.
Hell yeah.
Tig!
Alright, let's see if I have anything else that I don't need to see people for. You know, I don't think that Dissonant Whispers requires vision. It's just range.
It's just
And you know-
I believe so, yeah.
I love that. I love that for me specifically because Tig is not happy with what's going on. We'll hit it at a level 2. I'm gonna have to ask you to make an int save, please, sir.
You got it! He did bad!
Whew,
In fact, he did
that's a
so
lot of
bad he just
damage.
falls over and dies!
Good.
Alright.
Alright. Listen, technically you have 6 seconds before this guy falls to his death.
So, do we want to interrogate him?
Helena's coming over with the distraction.
Also,
Yeah.
Trill's
Yeah.
gonna yell out, one of them made it to the south and is running away.
Hello!
Yeah. Guess I'll fly over here. Maybe.
Fly over there, you said.
Yeah.
Measuring.
What is...
Okay, I think you should be fine to fly through a wind wall. It's just, if you were small, you couldn't do that.
It's, you can fly through, well, I mean, you could fly through a wind wall, but you could also just fly over it too. It's only like 15 feet high.
Cool. Either way, hello, monsieur. It's either surrender or die.
I would never surrender to a foul blood like you.
Rude.
That's the wrong answer.
Alright, yeah, that's gonna hit him.
Why did I roll with advantage?
I don't
didn't
know.
Select that. No, I don't have advantage, thank you.
First I rolled was apparently 13, that would hit him.
Oh, okie dokie.
Alright. Big old stab to that guy.
Big stab.
A big stab. Let's do some calculating. That's not half of his max health, but it is a very mighty stab.
So he's still alive?
He's still alive.
I shall non-lethally stab him a second time then.
Alright. You non-lethally stab this man in the brain with a psychic dagger. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
You just gave him a lobotomy is all.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, now we have another hostage.
Do you have to phrase it like that?
Just the
I
first word that came to mind.
Where's the lie?
Alright. See you in hell, Kendo State! And woo! He falls to the ground. And let me just roll to see how much damage he takes. Oh, there needs to be a spacebar there. There we go.
Would you look at that?
Oh my god!
Splat.
He is a splattered mess on the ground. All right.
Good.
You look over to see him fall, see that crunch as he hits the ground. Barkat's like, Shane, that was some good meat on that guy. And the crowd around you continues to panic, and you hear the sound of some stomping metallic footsteps of town guards as you go drag the... you go and drag the kobold who undisguises self over to you. Right, what's all this then? Barks out a very burly-looking, angry, mustachioed guard.
Thieves, I think.
Just points to the kobold. Not to be a snitch, but he started it.
I'm not saying anything without my lawyer present. What can I say? I'm a clown!
I also drag over the unconscious dude.
Alright. It labels him as dead, but trust me, he's unconscious for real, for real. Alright. We shall commence interrogation after a break. We will see you all in a little bit as we hydrate or dihydrate. Don't go anywhere. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Welcome back to Legend of the Wildlands. When last we left off, we captured some smash and grab, possibly smash and grab thieves, and a clown. And we're about to interrogate them. Also, the city guard is here.
He started it.
Right. You lot are the victims, says the mustachioed guard, pointing in the general direction of all of you.
Yes, indeed, that would be the case.
Right, one of you come give a witness statement. Megan goes, okay, and just stomps on over. And as you drag over the unconscious body, the guards head over to it, start cuffing him. We'll interrogate this one. If you really want your answers, you can ask that one. I don't want to talk to the clown.
Thanks.
Valid.
Mm-hmm.
We should get him to a private spot.
And don't leave my sight! Shouts out the guard.
Here's more than sufficient then.
All right.
Right. So, what the fuck is your problem? What was that? Ty kind of like viciously like kicks like one of the fucking corpses at their feet, looking at the kobold. What's the deal with this, huh?
We're just getting some vermin off the map.
Oh, great. What do you qualify as vermin?
Foul bloods and the followers of Kendostain.
Of who?
As if you have even the smallest iota of ability within the smallest of your scales to be able to stand up to Kendostain. I mean, really? Who the fuck do you think you are? Who's your master then? That gives you so much power and authority then?
I am Lear Kokum. Sorry, let me... it's a hard name to spell, again, because dragons. I am Lear Kombikir. And I will go spell that in the chat for you.
Lear Kombikir.
You're gonna have to remind me who Kendostain is.
That would be Tig's, like, draconic master / the dragon that they serve under. Right. And who do you serve then?
Kombikir.
Oh. Good. Is that a familiar name?
You feel like it should be, and yet when you try to recall, it feels like there's a blank just kind of shoved into your head. Like you can't recall anything about the name Kumbikir.
Well, I'll cut straight to the chase then. What is your issue with Kendleston and those who follow them then?
He is a weakling. Everything he has is stolen from the rightful owner.
Rightful? Oh, look at this fellow. High and mighty. Well, I don't know who the fuck you serve. They can't be that important if I've never heard of them.
First off, you remind me of a joke about a pot and a kettle, talking about being high and mighty. Second, of course you wouldn't know. Kendleston would never want his dirty laundry coming out.
We'll see about that. Well, if you're good at one thing, it's big talk.
Again, pot, kettle.
You might need to work on a bit of your material, but, well, at least the guard is here to deal with you. And all these assholes, they're working with you as well, then? For whoever this Kumbikir is?
They are.
I, Atlas, need to, pause for a moment to think if there's anything else Tyg wants to ask them, ask him, but anyone else, by all means.
I'm just thinking as well. I only just pieced together why it was taken as if it were targeted. Just like, oh.
Oh!
Yeah.
He told us. Yeah, but yeah.
I straight up said.
I know, but I just pieced it together in my head. So you really think you can just go around doing that and think you're going to be successful? There's going to be thousands of people you'll be after. You're not funny.
Oh, it's pretty funny. I mean, to go back to my old material, we've got quite the body count.
Ooh. Just really narrows their eyes. I know. Should we fucking add you to it as well?
See, I knew you'd do some joke. There you go with the fucking.
They're just gonna smack him with their staff. Genuine anger.
Dunk. Ooh, harder, daddy!
I non-lethally stab him in the leg with a dagger.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Glad you didn't aim for the third one. Though a poor old cousin Vincent, he probably doesn't have one of those working either.
I stabbed him in the dick.
Oh my god.
Nizip is visibly upset by that and does not even hesitate to just...
Yeah, I'm not even going to have you roll damage. 2 stabs and a smack from a quarterstaff are probably going to be enough at his points to knock him out.
Shit, Megan
Well
left.
then.
Oh.
Megan
Any
comes
girl have any
back.
healing spells?
Trill?
Yeah, I
Fucking
don't think
healer.
Trill would. I don't know if Trill would oblige.
Oh, okay.
Megan might. Trill, I don't think would heal someone just so I can continue harming them.
Yeah.
Not this guy.
Yeah, no.
Megan's lawful good. I'm going to say she probably wouldn't.
was
She
a
doesn't want you
chance.
stabbed, but there are limits.
If anything, fucking Trill will just like kick some dust into the wound.
Did you have any more particular things to ask this loser? Or did you just want to stab him again?
No, just if he was gonna go for the jugular, I figured I might as well make it hurt.
Looks like you did plenty of that already. Well, I'm not going to waste my resources healing his ass. However, if we want to rifle through some pockets, now's a good time, yes?
Not a bad idea to take my mind off it.
While I wouldn't normally mind that, would the guards that are standing like right there mind it?
I mean, are they paying attention?
Yeah. Yeah, a couple of guards are like keeping an eye on you to make sure you don't leave the area or anything.
Do they seem like they're going to stop us from rifling through pockets?
They probably would stop you from committing robbery in the streets.
Tig will... Hold on, let me double check something.
I just conveniently just stretch
will
out
shoot
my
a
wings,
message to
making like a little.
Tig will
like,
shoot a message
shield.
to Trill,
Yeah.
and the whisper is... There's a guy who hits the pavement down below. Do you think you can check what was on him? Because the guards are likely, not on that guy yet, who is paced, hopefully, fingers crossed.
Right.
So if we're going to rifle through any pockets, then that's the one that we're going to have access to.
Yeah, is this like a one-way message, or am I allowed to like respond?
It's one way.
Okay.
Oh, no,
no.
You reply in a whisper only you can hear, so yep, you can respond.
Oh. Okay. It's like, again, I don't know if we can get to him right now with the guards here, but if I guess no one discovers him by the time we can get our butts down there, and then could rifle through that.
You just see Tig nod, and I guess they're gonna go over to the guards and start basically making their own statement / yeah, so it looks like these fuckers are a bunch of racists who
Yeah.
specifically targeting people. Start going like expounding upon detail to them.
Yeah.
Sounds like weird-ass cultists to me.
Do you have a problem with those often?
Not usually, no. We've been hearing reports from, usually closer to the heartland, but sometimes they go far east or far west, anywhere there's a mountainous range. Ambush travelers there.
Okay. So, people getting stabbed in broad daylight isn't a normal occurrence in Peace Promise, then?
Yeah, generally no.
Oh, well, that's a very small relief then, isn't it? Tig is basically attempting to be a little distracting so that Bizzip can do whatever the fuck it is they're trying to do right now.
I was gonna say, as soon as Tig engages them, I start going to rifle through pockets.
The guards suspect something's up, but they can't detect finer details.
Do you want a sleight of hand for me to rifle through their pockets?
Yes, I do.
Not with advantage. Okay, that's what's happening. Sorry, holding my push to talk.
Oh my God.
Automatically.
Oh!
advantage.
Oh no!
Oh.
Oi!
Ooh.
That's to yourself!
I sigh, look over at him, and go, "It's a corpse."
Yeah? It's still robbing the dead!
Tig whips around, ready to make a scene. Nizip, really? I mean, that's evidence. Can't you see the guard here trying to do their job?
Oh wait.
As they basically try and get everyone's attention onto
Yeah.
Okay.
there. But
All right. Performance then to get attention onto you.
sure, I would love to. We'll see how that goes. Cool. So that's a 25.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna roll against that. So, yeah, you are being very loud, and a lot of crowd and guards are drawn towards you, making a huge fuss. Given that you shouted at Nizip, some eyes are still on them, but not as many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nizip goes over to the edge where the dude fell off, puts on their dread helmet, and just starts being annoyed.
Mm.
All of this is like happening because Trill's not like a huge I guess like part of like the interrogations and anything. I want to see how easy it would be for him to like slip away with the cloak of Elvenkind engaged and just kind of try and get out of there.
You need to beat a 19 in stealth.
Okay.
Easy.
Cool. So the cloak gives me advantage. So that's pretty cool. No.
Oh no.
Nope.
Poopies.
The mustachioed guard from earlier finishes an interrogation. Oi, you lot! He brings out a list of names. Nizip, Nix, Tide Kendestain, Megan. Do I need to continue going down the list?
No, you have our
No.
attention sufficiently. Thank you.
Right. Governor wanted to see you. I hope you lot aren't so flighty when it comes to matters of meeting members of state.
Of course
Oh.
not. Why would we be?
He just stares, unamused.
A very mild, genuine, like pleasant expression on Tig's face.
Foila's just slowly hiding behind Nyx. Kid's scared.
Just walks off without the
Are we expected right away? Is there a particular appointment or time?
Don't leave town without meeting her. We will know, so don't try that. And, I guess try not to piss off any more hidden dragon cult members.
I don't know what we did in the first
Well,
place.
excuse you for one thing. The fact that we happen to be existing here goes off.
Goes off.
And I mean, the fact that the guard response was so slow.
We got here within a minute!
Yeah, and
Someone could have died in that time.
After much shouting and much other ado, eventually you are released and free to go.
Nice.
Cool.
So do we go there straight away? or
If
do
the
we wanna
guards
cool
have
off
walked
first?
away, can I go look over the edge to see if like the corpse has been
Wow.
discovered?
There is a cordon around the corpse now.
Oh,
Whoopsie.
I mean, I guess that's only natural that I'm sure somebody saw him fall. Well, I mean, if the guards are gone, Ty, if you want to rifle through any pockets that
I
are
will-
left up
You know,
here.
they're probably going to take the corpses away, but since you're so fixated on this, I will allow one sleight of hand check to get one thing.
Let's rob the
Jeez.
clown.
who wants to do it?
Not
I
me.
thought you wanted to do
plus
it.
10.
Stares at
Let's
Nizip.
not. Let's not, please.
That's a bit more like it.
All right. Just barely.
Ooh.
The guards suspect there might be something up, but they're almost about to go off on shift. They have to carry off some fucking bodies. They don't notice as you, like, quickly dive your hand into one of the clown's pockets and pull out a single golden coin. This one is emblazed with the image of, like, a dragon on one face of it and has several, like, ridges along the rim of the ring, giving it, not the ring, the coin, giving it some very ridged, rough texture alongside it.
Well, this could be a good lead. I will just pocket that.
All right.
Okay, are you done?
I didn't do anything.
Then
what are
doing
you
what?
talking about?
The biggest eye roll. Nix is just so sick of this right
Yeah.
now.
Wow, who pooped in your tuba? Says Swift, flying over to you.
Shut up.
All the muttered obsceneries under Wayland's breath in many different languages.
All right, well, I guess we're not leaving the city anytime soon, so you want to see if
would
we can
appear
find any
not.
leads on what these guys are actually trying to do, or like find out where they like are located?
No?
Explain, says Elena.
I'd rather just go to where we've been summoned.
Yeah, we
yeah.
could go meet with the governor if she's available. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I just thought I didn't think we were summoned right away, so I was like, well, if we have time. But
mean, you
also, if like if they sent people and they hurt Tyke and Nizip, like what if there's more? We're probably gonna encounter them again at some point.
If there's more, we'll go look for them. They'll have targets on our backs, and that's another thing we have to run from.
Or we could just stop running.
What?
Why run from things?
I mean, I agree in general with your sentiment, but I do have to mention that without, more solid intelligence, it's difficult to really make an effective last stand sort of thing. I mean, honestly, I'm with Nyx at this point. We might as well go see the governor and see
Seems
why
fine
she
by
wants
me.
to meet with us. Listen, we're the ones who got attacked in the street in broad
Yeah.
daylight, so
Yep.
it's not like we're in the wrong.
No, not at all.
I have no problem seeing the governor.
Plus, if the governor wants to put up safeguards, we can report it straight to her. This is her place after all, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's her city.
Okay, then we're going.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are in the admin district. Are her offices also here?
You ask around and get the answer, no. She reports to the admin offices in absentia and spends most of her time at her estate in the outer city.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Off to the outer city then.
You head back down the elevators, back down to the outer city of Peace Promise, and are directed towards the governor's estate down a long, winding path where basically there's almost no buildings here, just a lot of, like, parkland, set up trees, bushes, pathways around fountains, one around a natural spring, before you get to a couple of of guard shacks flanking a mansion with a long ramp leading up to it, as well as a shorter one leading to a side entrance. There is a well-dressed older gentleman standing front, staring direct in your direction, adjusting a big old parka he's got on over his well-tailored suit. You are the adventuring party, I take it.
Yes, indeed. We are informed by the guard that the governor wished to speak with us.
Yes, she does. If you would kindly step inside, he opens the door to this sprawling foyer with like the image of a sun in stained glass on the floor beneath you, spreading like at least 50 feet in radius, so 100 feet in diameter in this big circular room with long twisting ramps leading up to a second and third floor, as well as a passageway further inward that he leads you down to a giant dining room with several chairs, an ornately carved wooden table with like images of dragons, of lions, of like demon skull figures in it, like almost telling a story alongside the perimeter of said table, with a like gold cloth tablecloth along the center of it, and several cuts of big pot roast and various steaming hot cheesy potatoes are laid out in front of you.
Oh no, she really is cool.
Cheesy potatoes, you say?
Cheesy potatoes.
Well, thank you kindly. I suppose we will wait on our audience.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.
Yep.
The man gives a nod, heads out as you all sit down around the table, and a couple minutes later you hear a voice calling out, "I hope you don't mind me being a little ostentatious on first meeting. I figured it's almost dinner time, and this is probably a better spread than any rations you might be eating out on the road. At least that's my experience with adventurers anyway." You turn, and there is an older, bespectacled woman with graying hair sitting in a wheelchair, wheeling herself out to the head of the table. As I go get her artwork. Come on, load. She's wearing a very thick green cloak over most of her body, and otherwise looks very, not quite petite, but obviously pretty, like, small and slender. But her face does not betray any hint of having any frailty that would be associated with a woman in a wheelchair. This looks like an older woman who knows how to get shit done, as she wheels up to the table, clasps her hands together. Unless, of course, you all happen to be a bunch of doppelgangers impersonating the adventurers who have been traipsing around Sedaria recently.
Yep, you got us.
Shame, I'm gonna have to kill you. She pulls a bottle of wine out from her cloak, pours herself a glass.
I just elbows in his hip. Pretty hard, too. Just.
Hey.
Well, thank you kindly for the gracious spread.
Appreciate it.
Very much looking forward to indulging. But please, you have us at a bit of a disadvantage. We're more than happy to meet with you. Absolutely, Madam Greymane. Was there anything that you were looking for from us?
Well, from what I hear, our interests are somewhat at a crossroads. You are looking for the sigils of Sedaria, yes?
Perhaps.
You don't have to lie to me.
Ty just kind of gives like a little raises a shoulder, smile stays the same. I wouldn't dream of doing so. However, saying certain things out loud has gotten us into trouble before.
You are not in any house where Augustine holds sway. And honestly, I'm asking to be polite. See, peace and the promise of it is all well and good, but in order to keep that peace, you have to have your eyes and ears to the ground.
Very true. Well, confirmation then, from me. Indeed we are.
Good. Well, you may have also heard that the Sigil of Humanity has fallen under my care. I will confirm that is also true, and I do know its location.
Very well.
Right.
Tag nods. I'm having a lot of out of character thoughts. My and Tag's main out of character thought was, I mean, we're not gonna take it if you're willing to let us use it later, you know? While we are seeking the sigils, yes, that does not necessarily mean that we are here to, make anyone part with theirs. You said yourself our goals are aligned, so
At a
our goals
crossroads
are...
is what I said.
My apologies. At a crossroads. Well, pray tell then, what roads are being crossed then? Perhaps we can come to an agreement.
The Sigil of Humanity is all I have left to remember my son by. Everything else that I could remember him by, everything that matters, has been taken by the Vothdar and their leader, Rikdar Televar.
Well, I am... Truly, I'm sorry to hear that. We're not here to take anything more from you, if that is what your concern is.
Oh, I'm not going to bullshit you. Yes, that was a concern, which is why I wouldn't just say outright where it is, where the sigil is. I mean, you do have someone with pretty sticky fingers in your party. You can't say that the possibility wouldn't come up.
It's true. Megan is known to pick things up randomly sometimes.
Guilty. Megan also retrieved her greatsword, by the way, in the fracas.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
So, this one's easy. It's a trade. You go and get my son's belongings back from the Vothdar, and if any of them happen to die, that's just what happens. And in return, I give you the sigil.
Okay. Do you know what was taken?
Just about everything. Though, if I had to narrow it down to one of the most important things, there's a trial a lot of young men go through in Peace Promise. About a day southeast of here, there are the Cliffs of Promise. Young men, when they come of age, climb up those cliffs, plant a flag of their making up at the top to signal becoming a man. The flag that my son planted, that was taken.
Gosh.
I see no reason why this trade wouldn't be good to both of us.
Exactly.
What, happened between your son and the Vothdar?
She gives a heavy sigh. I think there is an unspoken agreement between us to not bullshit each other. You see, I have claim to my son's belongings as his mother. Rickdar would say he has equal claim.
Ah,
Ah.
I see.
The relationship soured very early into his childhood, I'll just say that.
In that case, I will not further pry upon the personal details.
Much
The
obliged.
Vothdar in general. Do you have any idea of where they are located, where they have their, headquarters, or so on and so forth?
I do indeed. You have a map, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
She looks over the map as you unfurl it, and then points towards the northwestern corner as I go double check exactly. Yep. Here. Northwestern edge of Sedaria.
Remote. Alright then. The Vothdar, you speak of them as an organization of sorts. What's the deal? To be quite frank, what's the problem?
Elves from far to the north believe themselves to be superior, as most elves do.
Them!
Only these ones. I'll go spell out Vothdar again, as you remember. The racist Viking elves. Yeah. Only these ones, at a societal level, made a deal with the Nine Hells for power.
Oh. Yeah,
That's
that would do
choice.
it.
They believe themselves to be the superior species, not just in Sedaria, but generally across the entire northern hemisphere. And they want to spread that superiority wherever they can. Before you asked, the relationship was consensual, so it wasn't spreading in that regard.
Wasn't going to, but good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I appreciate you weren't going to, but the implication would have come up, and I was going to nip it in the bud as soon as I could.
Just a
Fair
very
enough.
rapid nod from Tig.
Could I ask you something? I really don't mean to pry. It's just something we overheard. Is it true that Rufdar worships an ice devil?
Wouldn't surprise me at this point. That would be the easiest communique between the Nine Hells and the Frozen North.
Ooh. Yeah, that. Those aren't. Sorry to hear about the circumstances.
Everything is terrible circumstances. We just live in them and make the best we can out of them.
Very
Everything.
true.
Yeah. Right. Well, we'll get the flag back.
Good.
We will. Would you happen to know, because this is a very, like Tyke said, a very remote part of the map, inside area. Do you know anyone we can talk to about procuring survival gear for this type of environment?
Cold weather gear should be available at the general store here in town. If you're in need of emergency supplies, the Aarakocra have a place called Tumulus. It's a bit of a hike, though. Not necessarily horizontal distance, but vertical, because, I mean, you especially know.
Yeah.
Gestures at Trill.
I know. Like, Okay, thank you.
And just to be clear, you said you didn't mind all too much should there be casualties on there, and you don't hold any sort of lingering anything towards Riktar Televar, do you?
I learned how much pain lingering attachments can be a while back.
Excellent. Just wanted to be sure that we didn't end up taking any actions that you may regret.
That makes it easy.
Trust me, I've taken way more than you can imagine.
Well, we will do our best, and we will report back to you once the deed is done. Thank you very much for your hospitality, and truly, a beautiful city you have here.
You continue with some small talk and some fine dining. She will pour wine if you ask, so there is also some delicious wine. It is very expensive and very good vintage as well. And eventually, she sees you on your way back out into the outer city.
Well, that was just really depressing.
How soon do we leave?
Well, need to grab a lot of supplies first.
Yeah, cold weather gear first, for certain. I mean, our foray into that area was really just very brief to get the
Yeah.
tower and leave,
Yeah,
and even
and
then
that-
it was.
it
Yes.
Sucked.
Fine.
All right. So heading into like the marketplace and looking around the shop, so there is some cold weather gear for sale. Cold weather gear is 10 gold each.
Okay.
I will pay
Yeah,
that.
questions asked.
All
Oh, do you
right.
have to pay for the
Worries
NPCs as well?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We're not gonna let them freeze.
Yeah.
All right,
I-
I'll
I will let
pay
Swift
for
free.
myself and Carolina then.
I will pay for me and Helena. Swift can cope.
Seethe, even perhaps.
See you leaving. I'm too high on life to feel any amount of cold! All right.
And then Barcat can freeze.
Yeah.
He's cold-blooded. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Also, Nisip's been wearing the Dreadhelm this whole time, so I'm just imagining this glowering helmet with slight reverb to it. Sounds like a plan. We'll get your son's flag back.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are there any other like rations or anything that we'd like to bring with us? As food is going to be scarce up there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably. Wasn't there also something that we could do to like our armor? Weren't there alterations that could be made there as well?
Insulated.
Yes. Insulated is an option you can add to armor. It takes 8 hours per set of armor to insulate.
We could spend another like day camping out
Okay. And
because I think it was only like 100 gold or something.
Was it? I don't remember how much it was.
yeah, it looks like it's 100, looking at the armor ring. So what would the difference between, say, like cold weather gear and insulated armor be?
Let me pull up the description of said armor. So, cold
Thank
weather
you.
gear, as I go get cold weather gear's description up, and copy paste it into chat. So cold weather gear is 5 pounds, and does that. As long as it is dry, you succeed on saving throws against extreme cold.
Okay.
Oh, great.
And then, that is clothing you have to put on, versus the armor, as soon as I get that up. There you are, armor. So, insulated armor counts as cold weather gear. So, you can be wearing your armor and be protected from extreme cold, so you don't have to, like, don it and doff it and stuff like that.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, fuck that noise.
Gotcha. Okay.
That'll definitely be more efficient. Do the insulated armor then, I guess.
Oh, so do we not even need the cold weather outfit?
I mean, you're still
Well, you know-
wearing like the clothing under your armor is the thing. So it's like,
Yeah.
what do you want to have the modifier on? I guess.
It's true. Also, Helena doesn't wear armor, so yeah.
Helena doesn't wear
That
armor,
too.
so she needs the cold weather clothing. All right.
Okay, that works.
You call up the merchant ring, say hi to Jacqueline, and then start putting in orders for insulated armor. He looks it over. Whew. These are going to be a couple long nights. Bear with me. Try not to get into a brawl while these are being worked on. As you send over the pieces of armor to get insulated.
That's a lot of armor.
That's a lot of armor.
That's a lot of armor.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And the cold weather gear, that's 5 pounds. Yes.
Cold weather gear is 5 pounds.
Okay. Cool.
I'm trying to edit it. It won't let me.
Stinky.
I'll do it later.
I will make the assumption that Megan would probably like insulated armor.
Turns on space heater mode.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
I would love for things to copy and paste properly, but you know, that's fine.
But alas, no.
Right.
All right. You get some shopping done for various bits of insulated armor, and as you do, dusk starts to fall. Speaking of it getting cold, and it's time to head back to the inn.
To the end.
Okay.
Okay.
Wayland is also paying for insulated armor, and has just been coughing.
Okay. I can go ahead and pull up the merchant ring so you can make a purchase if you haven't. So, and come on, show. I understand the pain of having been coughing for a while, by the way.
Yeah.
God, right?
So another question for the insulated armor. So say we get that for our armor, and then we head back to the desert. Is that gonna like hurt us in any way? As far as like
It's going to be very uncomfortable, but
retaining heat.
mechanically I don't think it would have any downsides unless it became extreme heat.
Yeah, well, Nyx has been back with the insulated armor and it didn't affect them.
Yeah,
Unless you.
I would say,
you forgot.
because it's 100 total gold, it would be mean to, like, say insulated armor hurt you in the desert. I just say, like, because it's insulated armor versus breathable armor, pick one of the two, and since you're probably not going back to the desert unless you want to look for gold and stuff, then insulated is the much better choice since you're going to the Arctic.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you get a second set of armor that's breathable and
It's true.
Yeah, at that point, might as well just get the clothing then, because that's less money.
Yeah, I mean, also, eyes emoji, just remember that armor proofing exists.
yeah,
too.
Just,
armor
yeah,
proofing is
pretty nice.
you know pretty good.
Yeah. Damn, 2K. Okay. Save up.
Yeah, yeah.
2K, and you have to buy them in order too. So.
Yeah.
Oh, you do, so you have to do one and then
Okay.
two?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you for clarifying.
Gotta find more treasure hoards, lads.
Yeah, fucking seriously.
Yep.
Well, I mean, Great Gelig Peaks, if, that's anything, that's probably where we're going, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it'll be at least one treasure hoard that we can search for in
Yeah.
the area.
Yeah.
Just scour the area. Are you the Great Ghelfi Peaks? Are you the Great Ghelfi Peaks?
I don't know, Great Peak, kind of icy, under the Ancient's watch, old spirits, yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. All right. So, with that taken care of, you have a restful night at the inn, and dawn arrives. It is even colder than yesterday. Not as windy, but still pretty darn cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are also like barrel clouds up above you in the atmosphere.
Oh. Fun. Would I know what those mean weather-wise?
Barrel clouds usually form like along the edge or gust fronts of thunderstorms. They're like accessory clouds to cumulonimbus clouds.
See, I don't get weather where I live, so I don't see
Right.
clouds like that a lot.
See, you're in California where the weather is nice!
You say that as though it's always nice.
I mean, comparatively.
Comparatively.
Many other places.
Okay, so compared to many other
Yeah,
places, nice. But I also do appreciate there are actually two states of weather for California. Nice and on fire.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah. We have nice, and then we have everything's on fire. But yeah.
I'm gonna say if it's colder, Nyx is gonna put the armor and the cold weather gear on. They're just gonna waddle out like a little Eskimo, just like, hi. I'm having a great time.
Just like, at this point, the clothing is thicker than you are, so you're just like stuck in a big old bundle. Waddle, 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 waddle. Someone sees you waddle out. Tourist! Pointing over at you.
That's one word for it.
Tourist! Thumbs up.
Tries to thumbs up back under the gloves.
Girl's just gonna take a little look at the sunburst lichen that he's been growing in the little self-watering pot. It's like seeing how it's doing.
It looks to be doing pretty good. Because the pot's self-watering, even though it's very cold weather, it's still getting some amount of sunlight and some water, so you don't see any major problems with the plant.
Yay! Because that is also a source of warmth when it matures.
So, this place, Tumulus, was referenced a few times. Is that like a town? Or
That is a town that is the Aarakocra's city. Basically the last bastion of civilization in the northwest.
Okay, awesome. So we might want to stop over there. I mean, Madam Greyman, Governor Greyman did mention that that was perhaps a pretty decent place to stop over for supplies, and, well, also might be helpful for, other such information gathering.
One could hope.
Well, yeah.
Something.
hmm did we actually get a, an approximate of where Tumulus was?
Yep. As soon as this thing actually does a ping. Bing, bing, bing.
Bing, bing.
It's a
That's
day
awesome.
east of the tower.
Few days.
Well,
Okay.
a day east of the Arctic Tower.
Mm-hmm.
What do we say? Hand.
And
What do we say we head towards the Mage Tower and go to the Arctic Tower and then head to Tumulus? Because, I mean, as little time spent trekking
Yeah.
through the frozen wastes as possible, the better, in my opinion at least.
I highly approve of
You know
that.
what? I
Why did you roll
agree.
that?
it's the random encounters roll. I do it every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, he
That's
does it every time.
terrifying. Well, I approve. I just need to cut the days.
Alright, let's head southeast then. Or
Alright.
rather, not down the sheer cliffs, but south.
I get you. Woo.
Yeah.
All right. Don't mind me. Just doing a slight roll. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Ooh.
What if I
What
want to pay
curtain?
attention?
Oh?
Ooh.
Oh, I'm paying attention now.
Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Well, now I've lost the table. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. Passing by, heading down the cliffs, you see, climbing up the side of the cliffs, people dressed in the same kind of clothing, not clown clothing, but the assailant's clothing, as the dragon cultists who attacked you yesterday, climbing up the sheer cliffs, using seemingly nothing but their hands. And they look very intent on climbing up, and as they spot you, they start climbing faster.
Hmm.
Oh, my kingdom for a casting of the Shatter spell.
Mm.
Well, I don't have shatter, but I got wind.
Oh! Oh, this is gonna
I
be
mean,
funny.
if you're willing to fuck him up. If you're willing.
Should we fuck him up?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Listen,
Have at it.
they're willing to murder me and zip on
Yeah.
the side,
Yep.
so
All right.
So,
I wouldn't hold
just,
back.
You whoo, send out a massive gust of wind straight downwards to blow at the climbers as they try to hold fast and hold steady. They're very slowly climbing up, and then you hear this screech from up above, and the crackle, boom! A stream of lightning shoots down from the sky, like across all of the cultists, frying them and sending them plummeting back down the cliffside. As you look to see where the hell did that come from, off in the distance, across the cliffs, you see flying in the air a gigantic bronze dragon covered in mechanical copper and bronze plating and some like clockwork bits floating around as he slowly turns his eyes towards you. Tig, He's a bit worse for wear than when you last saw him, but there is no way in the 9 hells that you would forget the face of your Lord Kendostain.
Tag like kind of does like
Oh.
almost like a little excited bounce and just that's him. That's Lord Kendostain. Oh goodness.
What?
They kind of like immediately like prestidigitate themselves like clean and proper and pressed and everything. It just they like see Kendostain's still in the air, just a little farther away. Do like a great like sweeping like bow like to the fucking ground bow in thank you basically.
All right. And you hear him bellow, "Let the word spread far and wide. There is still a bronze dragon to protect Sedaria!" And that is where we're going to end our session.
Sure.
Let's go.
Oh, man, my boy, my guy.
He's
You
just
found
there,
the
I guess.
lad.
I think he found us.
I rolled on the random encounter table, and what do I fucking pull up but Kendostain?
Listen,
My
That's
dad. My dad.
Listen, the dice decided to be a little quirky today. Let them be a little quirky. Let's meet.
Also,
Spikes to
I'm
head.
just saying, the party has encountered Kendostain before as a random encounter, but it was like during the night and nobody told Tig there was a dragon, so GG.
Yeah.
GG's.
Fair.
And that was like forever ago in like the northern like Fey area, so
I
yeah.
love that because the thought of just like tagging me like that's him is like, wait, that's him?
Well, yeah, of course. Can't you see how bronze he is? Did you not see the lightning?
Yeah. See, Nizif at the exact same moment is going, "Oh shit, Kezik's that's a Oh.
Like I said, bronze dragon.
And
That's
oop.
good.
Yeah, but it's just never clicked to Nizip that was a bronze dragon."
All right. So, with that, we are going to end our session. Thank you so much for joining us. We will hopefully see you next week for Dragon Talk with Friend Dragon. Woo! Bye-bye.
Bye.